Hello YouTube, this is that big old shaft out of the front strut of any car. It came out of the Cavalier. We decided to make a big long punch out of it because it's already starting to taper right here. This, we're going to saw this piece off. We're just going to leave this smaller diameter right here for now. It's nice out. I thought I'd mention it snowed an inch of snow this morning, and it is Monday the 19th of April. But being that's already tapered like that, we're going to go out and just start grinding our brains out. And how I do it is, this has 6 sides to it. I usually do it like 4, then 8. So I'll probably just ignore this and just do it 4 times. You know, do it this way, roll it over that way, do it 4, and then go between the 4 is 8, and start doing it that way. I'm going to use my nice Hercules grinder, which is pretty tough, 4.5 inch, with a good stone on it, and just start grinding. So, we'll come back in when I got some grinding done. Let's keep this short bit, because I can always buy a chisel. This is make a nice long punch. This is over a foot long. You never know what I'd have to get down into to punch something out. And after doing the rivets on the car, I had to do it from the top on both sides because I couldn't get into the car high enough, and I had a heck of a time with the punch and the vice grips when I could just set this down on there with my 2.5 pound hammer, and the weight of this nap probably would just bang them right out of there. So here we go. So it ain't gonna have a point, it's gonna have a flat tip. It's for driving stuff out. It's not for a center punch. It'll be for driving out a rivet or something. So let's talk more work. Let's get busy. Oh, you see my desk? See it shiny? That's that Danish Watco oil I put on here. Unlike Formica, it made it shiny. I tried everything. I just had some on a rag one day and I just started shining it up. Look at that. Ain't that nice? I'm distracted. I've got to change the deficit order, believe me. You know, my long-time subscribers know I just start rambling off on something of the... I did it again. Get to work. Okay, we'll show you how we got this in the vise. Careful, this gets hot. We've done 4 sides, okay? Now we're going to take these corners off. We don't care about changing the temper of the steel. It can always be retreated. And this stuff is hard. I've got one of my best stones on it. Okay, stay tuned. We'll do the other 4 sides. We have 8 sides done. Okay, we got the vise set. We can just lay this and spin it, see? Now we're going to start tapering this. We don't want this any smaller. It's like sharpening a pencil and then taking a tip off. It's like, it's a no-brainer. We're going to try to start tapering this to a nice taper. This will all be fine-tuned on a belt sander and the grinder and flapper disc. So we're just doing the basic shape. Okay. We're going to take the 36 grit flapper disc and try to shape and taper this a little more. I mean, you're going from something big to something small. You got to decide how long you want the taper. Then we got our good belt on our sander. That's that blue zirconia, whatever, you can look it up. Harbor Freight Special. My subscribers remember that project where I bought it brand new and it was broke. Anyway, enough of that rant. Let's do a little work with the flapper disc. Okay, the only way to get this accurate is to just keep it at a sharp point on the belt sander. I used a lot out here where that dips. And the sandpaper looks that good, and I've been grinding for quite a while. I've done a lot of grinding with this piece of sandpaper. Bragging it up. No, it's good stuff, but it costs money too. If you look up the price for these belts, you could probably buy 4 of the other ones. But let's go inside and do a little more work, and then we'll probably going to be almost done with this project. Well, we're going to call it good for now. We'll probably heat treat it. We just dropped this on a piece of steel, and it's not needle point sharp no more. So I didn't want it for a center punch, but we are going to harden it someday. We'll go ahead and reheat the very tip again and quench it, make it a little harder. Because we've done a lot of grinding, and it turned blue a lot of times. It is kind of rough from the sander, but I want you to kind of look to see. A lot of this is eyeball with the sander. With the 4.5 inch grinder, I mean, with the flap disc. Because then the sander just took the bad spots out. So I mean, it's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I don't have a machine shop here. It's just backyard work, so I'm sure if you looked at it real close as it rolls by. Of course, you got a reflection, but you got to kind of look at that too, how it kind of dips, like it goes like a whoop. There you go. Thanks for watching this one. So that's just a pound on. I could soften this end so it don't chip with a big hammer, because you're not supposed to hit stuff, you know, with a big hard hammer, with a big hard, you're not supposed to hit like two hammers together. So this may get softened up a little bit, heated and let cool down. Stick it in the wood stove someday. You know, get it red hot and just shove it in my ashes, let it cool down. So I may do that sometime. And if I do, I might make a short video on that. But we're out here. We had enough of this. We're going back in the house. We've had the wood stove going, and it is still chilly to be outside.